This podcast is sponsored by Absolute Inclusivity. So ladies, gentlemen and variations thereupon, this is your safe space and this is Modern Escapism.
No, I'm not having that.
Hello and welcome to the show. My name is Oodles and I have been thrust forthwith into the role of host. Joining me today, some call him the Easter Bunny. I call him our Lord and Saviour. It's Stig.
Hello, I have risen.
He's got an erection.
Oh, get down, boy.
This man once ate his weight in Toblerone and now has this weird triangular spine. It's Biggie. And this lad would rather have a bag of crisps or a cheese board. It's Gadget.
Yeah, no.
You just don't seem like a chocolate man to me, that's all.
No, I have had a little bit of chocolate today, but no. Generally speaking, don't have a sweet tooth.
Speaking of which, our little chocolate bunny Candy is away today, probably doing Jesus things or something, because it's Easter.
I mean, is that a ritual?
Is that what she's doing? Oh, she's off to see ghosts, isn't she?
Yep.
She's off to worship Satan.
She is.
Vicky, this episode is not sponsored by Toblerone. Put it away.
It could be.
As if he actually had one, though. As if he actually had one. As if he knew. He's got the best one, the white one. How's everyone's Easter been, if you celebrate it?
It's been nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, mowed the lawn, been out in the sun.
Little bank holiday weekend.
Oh, love a little bank holiday weekend.
Delicious.
Bit disappointed again, another year on, and Jesus hasn't returned, but we'll keep waiting.
Well, give him time.
I mean, is Jesus supposed to return like a second time? He already returned once.
If he brings chocolate, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
He laid the eggs for us, Gadget.
Did he? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he dropped trow and laid eggs.
Fucking
I have some sad news before we crack on.
Oh no.
Yeah. This comes off the back of this year's Biggies.
Oh dear.
Had some tragic news. I've received this. I don't know why I've received this. It's a bit weird why Stig would get this, but it says it's from the office of Walker McCoy.
Oh no.
What's happened
It
to him
says,
now?
it is with deep sorrow and no small amount of surrealism that we confirm the untimely passing of Walker McCoy.
Oh
Beloved personality, consummate showman, and legendary risk-taker in both fashion and fate. Mr. McCoy departed this world on the evening of the 2025's Biggie ceremony. In an incident that can only be described as both tragic and deeply ironic, Mr. McCoy was fatally struck by a large golden statue that dislodged from the stage upper rigging during the event's climactic musical number. Witnesses report that his final words shouted over the roaring applause were, "This is going to look so good in the obituaries." Walker McCoy lived as few dare to, loudly, unapologetically, and occasionally underneath falling objects. His life was a performance, and he exited with the same theatrical flair that he brought to every red carpet and office holiday party. Details regarding the memorial service will be announced in due course. In the meantime, the office of Walker McCoy invites you to honour his memory in the spirit he would have wanted by wearing something fabulous, causing a little chaos, and refusing to read stage directions.
That's heavy, that man. That's heavy.
Yeah.
He helped us launch this podcast. He was a problematic character, like cancelled many times, imprisoned many times, but still a consummate professional to the very end.
He has faked his death before.
I don't know.
This was live on stage in front of an audience,
Yeah, not this time. I have been given the invite to his funeral, so are you guys going to be there?
No, I'm washing my hair.
It depends when it is.
Ah, right, yeah. That's true. Well, I'll go anyway.
I'm never seen in the same room as him. Don't know why.
You can't go at all, Stig. You and him didn't really see eye to eye.
No, didn't even introduce me properly at the Biggies. What a twat.
No. Weren't you in charge of erecting the statues at this year's Biggies, Stig? Did you do something with the statues?
I have.
What are you implying?
I don't know.
Most foul.
I've had a very what's the word? Slack month at work of doing nothing, so probably.
Murder was afoot.
I genuinely, but I have done nothing because obviously I'm moving jobs. I passed on my work on for 3 weeks. I sat at a desk and did nothing.
I've done fuck all. I've just had 3 weeks off and got fatter. Just got fatter.
But at least you could stay home and like play games and do stuff.
I've done a lot of that. But before we get into that, it's time for Biggie's breaking news.
You may already know, but he doesn't, because it's time for Biggie's breaking news.
Finally. So, this week, PS5 favourite Astro Bot earned earns 5 more awards, including the GOTY at this year's BAFTAs. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was waiting for some sort of reaction, but nothing
continuing.
So far. I shall carry on. Are you ready? Well, anyway, including the main Best Game Awards, Team Asobi Classic also won the Animation, Audio Achievement, Family, and Game Design categories.
Nice.
I can see that, especially family and game design.
Just game in general.
I can see. Like, I loved it, but I can see why some people would prefer something else over it.
I still haven't given my thoughts on it yet.
I just started it this week. Thank you to you both.
Is it going to you after Gadget?
Nah, I've got too much to play.
Right.
I'll play it at some point.
He's got too much to edit, he means. All he does is edit things. Different projects, different this, different that. The man lives in like a studio editor.
I know. If only I didn't have a job sucking 8 hours of my day every day.
Boo, jobs. Boo.
I could be happy.
Boo this job.
Let's get rid of jobs.
I'll tell you who else was happy was Sony, because they also won the multiplayer and music categories by the way of Helldivers 2.
Makes sense.
I mean, the music of Helldivers 2 is fucking great.
It's hilarious. It's so tongue-in-cheek, but it still makes...
fanfare whenever you do a drop.
He still makes like the hairs on back of your neck stand up. I'm not even American.
Oh, yeah.
And it makes me feel proud to be American.
You want a gun? You want to go put some freedom out there?
Right. You want to live forever? Absolutely, I do. Absolutely, yeah. That's well-deserved. I could go back to that game, to be fair, but has it lost me in the wayside now? Maybe. Could be impenetrable.
Another big winner on the night was Still Wakes the Deep, which won awards for performance in both lead and supporting roles, and was also voted the best new IP.
Stig said it was a bit crap.
No, the writing's really good. So, like, obviously, if it's won and performance is really good. So, if it's won awards in that, I get that. Best new IP? Oh, I guess IP is not franchises. It's a
remember?
Yeah. We should remember all too well. Yeah, it's fine. I enjoyed it, but I don't know what other new IPs came out last year. Which
I'm not paying 30 quid for it.
Well, I will tell you, because British Game was won by Thank Goodness You're Here, which you
rather shitbed.
3 of you have
I
played,
preferred that. Yeah, I preferred that. I'd say that was better. But
debut game was won by Balatro.
That could have also won new IP as well.
Yeah.
As could the winner of narrative, Metaphor Refantasio. That could have won best new IP as well.
Yep.
Good game.
Yeah, I'm a bit surprised just naming those 3 games alone are all better new IPs in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so. Like, we will get another Metaphor, definitely, because I've finished it. I've seen the ending. We will get another one. It's sold bucket loads. We'll get Balatro 2.
But, like, obviously, like, Still Wakes the Deep is more my type of game than Balatro, but I just know that the love and the accolades that game received, that I would have thought that would have been ahead of it, but...
Yeah, I reckon we'll get a Balatro 2 and it's got a lot of story elements to it as well. It's no like remember that
Inscription.
Yeah, Inscription. Thank you for pulling that, because that is a card game, but it's got more to it. I reckon they could do a Balatro with that.
I mean, it all depends what local thunk wants to do. He might just want to keep updating.
He might just want to spend his money.
Yeah, he might just
go one and done.
Yeah, might just want to go buy an island somewhere. I did love when Bellatrix won. It was Ben Starr dressed as the clown Jimbo.
Yeah, that was funny.
Going up and just being weird. I fucking love Ben Starr.
Anyway.
He's such a
He
beautiful
seems
idiot.
like a weird guy. in the best way.
You should watch his D&D podcast, Natural Six. He's just out there. He's the man's not
I
on this planet.
I reckon we could reach out to him and get him on this podcast. I reckon he'd do it.
Why not?
Biggie,
I did see him have a nice.
Do that thing you do, Biggie. Speak to these celebrities and get them on the show.
I'll try and get Matt Mercer as well, because those two had a nice interview between themselves. I quite enjoyed it.
I don't think Mercer will be able to get on. He's a busy man.
Don't give up on me so easily.
If only
Okay,
Walker
I trust
McCoy
you.
was still with us, he could have been the
He'd have got
conduit.
him on. He
Yeah.
could have
I've
got him
got
on.
Obama coming on next week.
Remember, it's Biggie. He can get people on this show. He's done it before. He'll do it again.
Imagine. He just said, get Obama on, imagine that. Obama's breaking news. Barack's breaking news.
Oh, yeah, we were like, sorry, Barack, Mr. President, sorry. We can't talk politics at all. What's the last game you've been playing?
He's well into his pop culture, to be fair.
Yeah, he does, yeah. What films have you been watching? Well, I've been watching... I can't do Obama.
No, don't do it. Don't do an Obama. Don't do an Obama.
He'll come out like Sweet D from Always Sunny.
Probably. But yeah, do your thing, Biggie. Get these stars on the show. We need a star. We haven't had a star in a while, other than Walker McCoy.
I'll ask him. I'll see what Ben Starr does say, and I'll get back.
I bet he'll do it. I'll bet he'll fucking do it, 100%. 100%. But that man's everywhere. He gets where water can't. Cool. Next.
Moving on swiftly. Stellar Blades, hyper-realistic, $3,600 statues sold out in minutes.
No. I played that game. I know what that statue will be.
Hyper-realistic model
It'll be like
manufacturer
an
J&D
underage girl.
Studios, a company based in Korea, has been working on these statues for Stellar Blades Eve.
No.
If you go to their website, you can see the firm's previous work, and
I
the
don't wanna go on that
extraordinarily
website.
high-quality statues have already sold out.
I don't want to go on that website.
I'll
because
just put a picture of it in the chat.
my VPN's not turned on.
It's not noncy.
Well,
It's gratuitous, but it's not noncy.
Jesus Christ.
You
Remember
could
that
have
they're all
both sets for
they're all 15 years old in that
$3,599.
gadget.
Are they?
They're all 15-year-old robots.
Oh, for fuck's
Oh,
sake.
phew.
The robots.
That's all right. That's like
They're
100
born that way.
that's 100 in robot years.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd dump my ZX Spectrum for one of them.
I think he's kidding, kids. You think he's kidding? He's not. He's not.
They are good though, good quality. If you look at the picture,
If you want to fuck
can-
something that's inanimate, yeah.
No, if you can zoom in, they're really detailed. They're very, very.
I don't
good.
want to zoom
Yeah.
in. I don't.
But I'm not
Show
going to
me.
pay nearly $4,000 for a statue.
I don't know. It's something Candy would buy if she were into that. She likes to spend a lot of stupid.
But
money
it
on
does
stupid
say
things.
that they've sold out. So I'd love to know what sort of numbers they had, because that's obviously.
I'd like to see everyone that's bought them. I bet they all look very similar.
I mean,
Very similar gentlemen.
something like that, like a limited collector's thing like that. They'll have only made like 1,000 or 2,000 of them.
Yeah.
They won't have made much. Plus, they're also fucking massive. They're third scale, so they're the size of a child.
Jesus Christ. Perfect. Next.
Speaking of sexy, there's a rumor of new PlayStation portables capable of playing PS5 games. That's a lower resolution.
Ooh.
It can play it at 360p.
Is it worth it?
Well, this is the reason why I put this in there for a little bit of discussion, because I thought obviously we've had the Steam Deck doing very well. Stig loves his ROG Ally or Ally, whatever they're called.
Ally.
Switch 2's been announced, so that's obviously coming out soon. Xbox are talking about having some form of a handheld. So now Sony are maybe doing the same thing, but it's kind of like, what's it going to do different to what everybody else is doing, and how will it
Nothing.
work? Will they support it? You know, because
No.
obviously there'll be a discussion a bit later about the other Sony handheld, but
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, the PlayStation Portal, they don't need to support, because as long as the games work on the PS5, that's it.
They just need to keep the server up. That's it.
Yeah.
yeah.
But the I don't know if Sony have the guts or the willingness to get back into.
I don't think they've got the bollocks
system.
to do it either. I don't think they've got the bollocks
Like-
to do it. I think they're sat there in on board going, we could, we should. I don't think we will.
I mean, they've already abandoned the PSVR 2.
Oh, that is definitely, that is just bloat nonsense. That is scrap.
Yeah.
That is junk.
The-
If you're going to get a VR thing, get a Meta.
Yeah.
Christ.
You know, at least the meta
do it.
works. And gets
Yeah,
games.
it does work. It works really well, actually.
But I don't think Sony have. I don't think Sony have the appetite for another portable. Hence why
I don't
they
think
did
they need to.
Hence why they did the Portal.
Yeah, I don't think they need to. But we'll
like-
get more on the Portal later.
But there's all this rumor that Xbox are going to release their own portable thing. It's not. It's a fucking.
They'll put a sticker on it.
It's an ally. No, it's going to be an ally with an Xbox button because it's Asus that are making it.
Well, I mean, I think personally that's a smart move because some Xbox fans won't know the difference.
Yeah.
Look, I'm going to get this Xbox handheld. They'll not know that Stig's had it for 2 years by that point. Do you know what I mean? They won't know that.
Yeah. But it's
Stig's like, I was here before it was green.
But like with this kind of market of portable PCs now that are out, like the Steam Deck and the Ally, there's no space for Sony to get in there. Like Nintendo don't do it anymore. They've got the Switch. You know, they're just combining the two things. But the Switch,
I don't think there's any.
the Switch is the Switch. The Switch is going to sell regardless. Like how are Sony going to penetrate that market when they're closing half the studios that they've owned over the last 5 years?
And when Sony are already crushing home console.
But not
Well, isn't it?
but not home console software.
No, definitely not. Fucking what software?
Wasn't it Yoshida who said that Sony struggled when they had the PS4 and the Vita
Yep.
running together, that they couldn't support
couldn't
both?
cope.
That's why the
Couldn't
Vita
cope.
failed. So are they going to have
They
the
had to
same
make a
problem with
sacrifice. They had to make a sacrifice, and they
Yeah.
sacrificed the Vita.
Is it going to be a PS6 and a handheld problem all over again?
Yeah, it will be a problem because it'll sell initially, and then, as Gadget says, it won't be supported. It's just not what they do. They're worse than any other company I've ever known for support. Ever. Well, no, Google are worse, aren't they? They destroy everything.
Google are shocking.
Yeah, well,
Google just destroy everything.
I mean, at least Google have the manners.
Here's our new item. Refunds available immediately.
At least Google have the good manners to actively kill it off rather than just let it die a slow, painful death.
Oh, Google. I used to use that Google Spaces, that Google Plus thing. Remember that?
Yeah, Google. I like Google Plus.
I liked it. And then one day I clicked on it. Gone. Didn't exist anymore. Shame.
Anyway, guys, this week I'd like to talk about my new Stadia controller that I bought.
Hey, you can use it for Steam. That
You can actually use it for Amazon Luna.
can you?
I think so. Yeah.
Wow. Next.
Speaking of failures, Xbox. And the option to stream your own games to your console feature is now available to
That's
all
awesome.
via Game Pass Ultimate.
Fantastic.
That's really good.
Yeah.
It's really
We
good.
covered this last year, and the option is now available.
PS Plus, the most expensive one, lets you do that as well, doesn't it?
No.
Yeah.
No, it lets.
Well,
it lets you do a selection, doesn't it?
Let's you do a selection. What?
Which is
not
getting
not
bigger
your
and
own
bigger at the
stuff.
moment.
Yeah. The Xbox One is just whatever you've bought.
Yeah, that's really good. That's really good. That means your
PlayStation
stuff's
Plus
going
won't
into
be
some.
too far behind.
It won't be. That means your stuff's going into some server somewhere, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And
Means
that's really good. That's really good for a consumer. That.
means I'll be able to play 2006's Prey again.
Yeah.
Because I bought that.
I bought Red Dead Redemption on the Xbox 360 the last Christmas that the 360 was like before the new one came out, because it was like £4 in the sale. I just never played it because obviously I went over to PS4, got rid of my 360.
It's worth going for it.
Yeah,
Is that with the
run through.
Undead DLC as well, right?
that would be great for me to just sit and stream to my ally or something.
Red Dead Redemption, I know it's going to sound weird, this, but it's underrated nowadays. It weren't underrated when it came out, obviously. It sold gangbusters, but now people forget about it because of 2, such a masterpiece. But I still really like Red Dead Redemption,
Yeah,
especially the zombie one. So much fun. Yeah. Cool. Next.
Baldur's Gate 3 developer bids final farewell for real this time. So
The
Larian
last
has,
update was meant to be the last one.
Larian has finally bid farewell with its breakout hit. Today is I put today whenever it was reported. As previously announced, marks the release of Patch 8, the game's final content update. This adds PC, Mac, PlayStation, Xbox crossplay, a photo mode, a dozen more subclasses, plus the long-awaited arrival of the Xbox Series S split-screen multiplayer.
Oh, cool.
That's good.
I didn't know about the split screen on Series S. That's canny.
They said it could never be done, didn't they, originally?
Yeah, they cut it out so they could get it on the Xbox.
Now it has been done.
Their announcement came with a little animated
Splitting the
short.
atom all
if
over
you,
again.
You have,
wanna
mate.
go check that out?
It's bigger than Oppenheimer. This is huge. This is huge.
But obviously, any bug fixes and stuff will continue to happen if anything's majorly reported.
Yeah, you'll get
but
security
otherwise,
patches
there's-
and bug fixes and stuff. Of course you will. And there's
there's
a
no
mod
more
scene, isn't there? So
content now.
there'll be moderation on the mods. It'll still exist. It's just, yeah man. That's.
So that gives them obviously a chance to focus on their new game.
I want them to do Icewind Dale, me.
I don't think they'll be doing the D&D universe. I think
Forgotten Realms.
I think they might go back to Divinity.
Hey,
Also,
I'll fucking take it.
also, breakout hits. Larian have been going for 30 odd years. They've had a lot of hits.
Yeah.
I'd like them to do something
They've
different.
put them in the stratosphere, though, didn't it?
I'd like them to do a
So you want
sci-fi.
them to do a survival horror game.
Nah, I'd like them to do like a sci-fi CRPG.
It's literally what I was about to say. Like, it's something more in the future, like rather than.
Oh,
being
so still like a
fantasy
turn-based
setting.
strategy one.
Yeah, but not set in the future.
Sci-fi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, yes, more sci-fi rather than being like a magic and swords and shields.
There's such a wrapped marketplace for a sci-fi one. Like I play on and off, like just whenever I'm like need a palate cleanser between a game, I'll do a few hours of Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. It's one of the best CRPGs I've ever played, and that's by
What game?
Rogue Trader.
There you go.
But that's by Alcat, who did the Pathfinder games, and it's fucking great. And it's nice to have a sci-fi
I've got Rogue
CRPG.
Trader.
Yeah, something with guns as well, yeah.
Guns and bombs.
Because my last playthrough of Baldur's Gate, I had a rifle. I had a modified rail cannon, and it made it really fun.
So I loaded it up the other day just to have a little peekaboo, and bloody hell, there's a lot of mod options. I didn't even know where to begin, to be honest.
Get the rifles for each one of your characters.
I actually
It's so
played
much
it.
fun.
I actually played it again this week. Try and get this
lad.
bloody thing finally finished. Other games
it's
just got
worth seeing
just
through.
got in my way. Weirdly enough, I was like looking at the Dark book
Urge.
that I was looking at the book that I had with the Dark Amethyst in it. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
I was like, what the fuck do I do with this? I was like, I've had it since Act 1 anyway. Literally in that playthrough, I've found where you, just by chance, I was like, oh, there's a door here. I was like, oh, I'll lockpick it, walk in, speak to this dude. I was like, oh.
That's my book.
Yeah, there's a mission to see this one out.
There's a lot of stuff like Act 3 is the closing act, isn't it? It closes
So
everyone's
much.
quests.
I was like, oh, I've done loads here, and I've done loads here. I've done the sewers, and I've done the
No, you haven't.
above ground. Yeah, and then I was like, oh no. And then I got to the Undercity, and I was like, surely this isn't massive. Yeah, it's massive. There's fucking loads everywhere.
The thing is with that game, man, I've
Some
done
bin
every
wants
ending.
my blood because it's going to explode or something like. It's just,
Yeah, I've done every ending in that game, and I still can't decide which ending I like best because they're all really good. They're all really good. It doesn't really matter which ending you get, Stig. You're still going to probably be like, yeah, worth it. Just finish it, man. Just finish it.
I am. Shadowheart will still only let me kiss her though. She's
She lets you fuck her eventually.
she's been.
No, he's past the point.
Oh, has he?
Yeah.
Oh, she got blonde hair
no.
already.
Mine is like I didn't go that way. Me and her, we've gone full on dark.
Oh, she killed. Oh my god.
I went
Oh,
full on
no.
dark with
You're
Shadow.
you're
I did
terrible,
something.
man.
I did something, and she got pissed off, and she went, "I'll never forgive you." And you said, "Shadowheart has left your party for good," and I saved Scum. I did what she wanted, and I did what she wanted me to do. So now me and her are together, and we've both
Such a cook.
taken brain worms. So we're both like our faces are all like just like black veins all over our faces.
Oh dear me. He is hive mind McGee.
Yeah, I've got one more to go before he goes full.
Oh god. God.
I did have one with Zora though, so you know. It's,
Jesus Christ.
yeah.
I had my way with Emperor, mate. Don't worry about that. Next.
The thing is about that is, sorry, I know this is not Baldur's Gate chat, but Shadowheart was just like, she caught us, and then she was just like, Well, she basically said, I suppose I haven't given out yet, and you do have urges, so you might as well. I was
She
like,
doesn't get jealous when you go to that brothel either.
yeah. So I was like, yeah,
She
fine.
don't care.
No, she don't.
I banged the Gith Yaki in the first hour, whenever it was. She came on well hard, you know. I was like, fucking hell, all right.
She did with me. I turned it down though, and then she got pissed with me.
First time I did that, I slit a throat by accident.
Isn't it funny how you can play that game and if you don't, like, you might not even release Shadowheart, and that's it. You could just,
Yeah.
you might not discover Gale in the portal.
Yeah.
Or you might chop his hand off. Let him die in the portal.
The moment Gadget told me Minfara existed, I went, that's me now. That's me.
I forgot.
Minfara's
I always
great.
forget Gale as a character because I refused to give him my magical items because I was like, no, I want these for myself. And he got pissy
He only
and
wants
left.
3.
I know.
He only needs 3.
But now I have chests full of magical items. I was like, oh, I probably should have just given him some. Anyway,
What
next.
Game of the year next.
Over to the world of film and TV, a certain movie called Minecraft has hit all the box office records. Smashed it
I've
out
seen
the
it
park.
4 times.
Yeah, Warner Brothers and Legendary revived the global and domestic box office with the Jared Hess directed Minecraft movie, which saw 100.
Jared Hess directed it.
As of when this was reported, 163 US million dollars. I don't know. I can't say that the right way anymore. US Canada
American
opening.
$1 million.
Yeah, 150.7 million US dollars abroad and 313.7 million US dollars worldwide.
I didn't know it
It's
was
in
Jared
more
Hess,
than that, I
Napoleon
think.
Dynamite director.
Mm-hmm.
I love Napoleon Dynamite.
Now.
There's some figures here. I'm not going to go
But-
through
but-
the whole list because there's actually a lot.
By the way, current total box office, because that news story you've got is probably a few days old, is $720 million
Oh, Minecraft.
on a budget of $150 million to make.
So you need just
So
make,
I won't
make a
reveal-
meme.
Did you hear about the popcorn spike because of that film? People were buying it to throw it, and it's made cinemas a lot of money because no one buys popcorn.
That made all the staff fucking miserable.
Yeah, probably, but they've made
yeah,
loads of money because kids have been throwing. I don't know why they're throwing popcorn. It must be part of.
Because they're idiots.
Oh, right, kids are idiots. I hate kids.
But yeah, the domestic box office, it had the biggest opening year to date, ahead of Captain America Brave New World. Had a record opening for a movie based on a game, outstripping Super Mario Brothers 3-day cumulative of like nearly 150 million US dollars in 2023. It's Jack Black's biggest domestic opening.
But he's buzzing.
And Jason Momoa's too.
Don't take much for his biggest opening. Jason
No.
Momoa. What's he
Batman
got going up
versus
against
Superman.
Aquaman?
No, Batman versus Superman, Dawn of Justice was his.
He's in that for a second. He's in it for literally on a CCTV camera for a
So
second.
this is what's wrong with our culture and people and kids. He's in June and it's still not even.
Yeah, that's like his best film. Easily.
It's beaten Barbie for biggest Sunday of all time. The only film in box office history to open to over $50 million and see no drop on the Saturday. Instead, it rose by 4%. Beetlejuice drops at 0% from Friday to Saturday and only opened to 41 million.
That's what happens when you become a meme film.
There's no accounting for taste in the world, is there?
It's just everyone started doing the trend, didn't they?
Yeah.
International box office, the number one video game adaptation in 38 markets, including Spain, UK, Italy, Australia, Brazil, Spain,
I think we've
Poland.
given it enough time now, but
What you're telling me, Biggie, is it's a hit.
Yes.
like the Borderlands film before it, I will probably never watch this, and I will happily die knowing I haven't.
Yeah, you're not missing much. Although I did find out who the pig in the crown was. When I found that out, I thought,
It's Technoblade, isn't it?
yeah, I thought it was really.
What the fuck's Technoblade?
So Technoblade was a one of the few YouTubers around Minecraft that wasn't a nonce, and that had a really positive following.
Good bloke.
Yeah, and he contracted a really aggressive form of cancer a few years ago,
Oh fuck!
and he did sadly.
That's why he calls the pig a legend.
His
Yeah.
character's a pig with a crown.
Yeah, and that was Technoblade's profile picture, a pig with a crown. And he passed away. And I remember, like, I didn't watch Minecraft stuff, but I remember reading the story about Technoblade, And yeah, he had like a really sweet kind of last message thing that his dad posted after he passed away, and it was just
Oh shit!
There was a lot of people mourned him for quite a long time. So I think a Minecraft movie having something for Technoblade in it was a very sweet thing to do.
Yeah, I didn't know when I
Dare
watched
I
the
ask
film.
if he had a chance to see it before he died, or
No, he died.
Oh, no, he
about
died
three-
like years ago.
About 3 years ago. He died.
okay.
It's nice that someone in the creative process of that film knew its audience. That's really nice.
It was
that
the
there's
boy, the lad in it. So the young,
Oh, he knew about it.
the actor in it, yeah, he wasn't in it at all. Like that wasn't part of the script originally, and he just said,
And he said,
this,
"Put
he
him
said,
in."
listen, there's this big streamer who had a huge community. He was big in the Minecraft world. He passed away a few years ago. Could we do something for him? And yeah, you might have seen it. There's that moment where the pig walks
Yeah, I
across.
have.
And he
And
says,
he goes, "That's a legend."
yeah, he says, is that a king? He says, no, that's a legend. The video of his dad like posting that it's really
It's really
Quite upset.
gets in your throat, doesn't it?
yeah. His dad, like, you know that meme where it's like, "Are you winning, son?" Like, so he knocks on the door. He's like, "Are you winning, son?" And he goes in, and his son's not at the desk.
Oh,
He's passed
don't.
away, and he just says, "He's like, happy birthday, son." And he's like, his voice cracks as he says it, and then it cuts to
If
the video.
Candy were here, she'd be in tears.
Yeah, it
now.
cuts to the Technoblade video explaining, if you're listening to this and watching this, I've passed away.
It's
But yeah,
kind of inspired me to do a video for this podcast in case I pass away next few months.
Next week, you mean?
Yeah, probably.
don't bother. We won't
like-
play it. We won't
It's
play
all right.
it.
We've got a Scotch Sheep episode in the
Guys.
can anyway.
I'd be like, "Hi guys, if you're listening to this, I'm already dead."
With AI,
It
we could just
happened.
replace you anyway. So don't worry about it.
Thanks guys.
Yeah, no, that is
Oodles,
literally the way that people have been acting in that film has pissed me off. But I don't begrudge it earning money. Doesn't bother me.
Fuck it, man. If it makes other people happy, that's
Yeah.
all that matters. They've got shit taste though. Next.
I nearly said Last of the Summer Wine, which is going to be really weird.
Is it
Last
coming
of Us
back?
showrunner, Craig Mazin. Is it Mazin?
Amazing. Yeah.
Amazing.
Said it will
He's
be
amazing.
his last. It would be his last on the games. So he was in an interview and he was asked about future seasons beyond what's happened with the games, and he said he won't be involved, but he can't see why the Last of Us universe can continue without him.
They can do it without him, but him and Neil Druckmann. They've really like. I've watched a few interviews with them. Both of them are like, we spent nearly half a year saying, "Nope, we're not doing that. Nope, we're not doing this. Nope, we're not doing that," and they proper dug their heels in, and we got the quality that we got out of it. Which some people haven't got the balls to do that, especially when studios are saying, "We're giving you this much money, do it," and they're like, "Nope, not doing that."
Well,
So
I
I
think-
think if Druckmann stays on, it'll be in good hands.
Well, Mason's not saying that he's like leaving the show after the season. He's basically saying once he's finished
Just
adapting.
directing.
Well, no, once he's finished adapting The Last of Us Part 2, he's not going to do any further The Last of Us. Like if they expand the universe or if they do stuff outside
yeah.
of Ellie's story,
Yeah.
Joel and Ellie's story.
Yeah.
When
I think-
they adapt Last of Us Part 3.
They will. If they're smart.
I'm still going that. I'm still saying that that's coming.
I
haven't
think so.
watched
I
the
think
new
I
episode
think
yet.
I'm
Oh,
kind of
wait.
with Stig. I think there's a secret project happening.
I think that's
Naughty
gonna.
Dog right now.
I think that's coming when season 4, because they said that it's gonna. They said that this
Part 2's two
part
seasons.
2 is going to
isn't it?
be
3 seasons.
potentially 3 seasons.
It makes sense. It's a massive game.
So if that comes out every 2 years, and then they've got
Yeah.
they've got like 6 years.
Well, plus what,
Plus
they'll have Intergalactic out in the next couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm buzzing for.
I'm still-
and then
still-
probably soon after that, we'll get an announcement on Part 3.
Yeah. Cool. Next.
A Quiet Place, Day One Helmer, Michael Sonoski, will be directing Death Stranding video game adaptation for
Oh.
A24. And
Oh,
Kojima
A24.
Productions.
Brilliant.
Mm.
I bet Kojima's gutted he's not directing, but they're like,
Oh,
look,
good.
Hideo, we can't do a 15-hour film. We can't do it. Because that man has always needed an editor his whole life.
The thing,
And he's-
the thing is with a thing like Death Stranding, it's obviously it's a complicated story, but it's a long story as well. I think it would have been better if they were going to adapt it
Show.
as a series,
I
because
do.
a 2.5 hour film, you're not going to really get all the stuff. You're not going to get the
you're not
fucking
gonna get the
opening cutscene into
That's
that.
just the opening cutscene. Yeah.
He's not going to deliver much, is he? In 2.5 hours.
No, that's what I'm saying. You're not going to get you're going to get a quick montage of him walking up and down, giving all the supplies to 2 different way stations, like I did.
To a Benny Hill style, really
for
fast.
17
with the music.
hours.
Yeah, but
Benny Hill, yeah.
also with like the way like with the way you would reveal stuff about how the beach works and what the Death Stranding itself actually
it was slow, wasn't it?
It was slow, but it would be something that would be better made like piecemeal over like a TV series, you know?
It could be over a couple of films rather than one.
You know, Kojima's gone film. That's all. He's just been whispering in A24's ear going,
think
I am a director.
Still got Metal Gear
they're going to
Solid,
do
though,
something a
like-
bit meta and get the actors and actresses from the
Yes.
game to play the role?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they?
They probably all
It's not that
signed on
meta.
for the first game thinking that.
Yeah. Every single person that's in that is going to be in the film.
Including
100%, 'cause
Monster
it's-
Energy Drink.
Apart from who played the president? She's dead now. What's her name? Classic actress. Gadget, do some IMDb.
Did she actually die?
Yeah. Is it? What's her name?
If not, it's going to be worried at the end of this episode.
What's her name?
I'll tell you her fucking name if you give it. I know.
I'm trying to think of it.
Bridget Strand is the character. Yeah.
Yeah,
Lindsay Wagner.
Lindsay Wagner.
Lindsay
She's
Wagner.
dead, isn't she? I think she's
Nope.
dead.
No,
She's not dead.
No.
She's old though, isn't she?
she's old. She's got an upcoming role. She's got something in production right now.
I thought Lindsay Wagner was dead.
Listen,
No.
she's 75, but
Hello,
the
team.
the
Can we
president-
have a check on Lindsay Wagner?
Well,
Knock on her
check,
door,
check
please.
back in 2 weeks' time because you know what this podcast's like.
Oh no!
Oodles, have you killed
no.
again?
Yeah, but
No.
the
Down in
president,
Dungeness.
the president in that's got cancer anyway, so it's easy enough part for her to play. You know,
Yeah, of course
it's
it
not,
is.
no, as an older woman, I mean, it's not like a
He's right.
yeah. It's not
He's dying.
It's not like a physical part. Like she's got action and stuff to do.
She is actually dying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'd be down for that. It's got A24's perfect for it. Do you know that mood setting, those long wide shots? That's what you need. Set in Iceland, because that game looks like it's in Iceland, not America.
Yeah.
It does not look like America at all.
Like set
None
in,
of it.
Set in Greenland, it'd be right, wouldn't it?
Oh, fucking hell.
Political.
Don't set them fucking penguins off from that island that they're invading. You've seen them.
yeah.
They're ready then. They're going to war. Next.
The Oscars adds Best Stunt Design category.
Finally.
2027.
Fantastic.
This is great news. Especially after watching The Fall Guy other week. I was like, yeah, you're right. These get no credit, these people.
This is
No.
this is great news, knowing that the Mission Impossible franchise finishes this year,
Ah, yeah.
because
so
it would be Tom Cruise
won't
every
get
year
one.
winning it.
See, I don't think it's going to be person. It's going to be team. So
Teams, yeah. It'll be
Yeah.
this team, that team, yeah.
The other team.
Yeah. Green team, blue team, red team, yeah. I'm actually great. I hope they don't just talk about it. And during the break, we did the best stunt Oscar. You know, like they do on some
videos
things.
on like this is the team behind the scenes, like of how they put stuff
Yeah,
together.
that's what
and-
I'd do.
Yeah, big time. Like, apparently, like I was on Empire Podcast, they were talking about what the reason that the Academy gave for not giving them to it before was for safety reasons, because they thought that
Competition.
they would be in competition with each other to
People will die, yeah.
do bigger and better things, but they do that anyway. And also,
I'm going to say they do it anyway.
stuntmen are
It's called
extremely
money.
safe. Like they know, like everything is checked 10 times before they do something. Like,
Oh,
they're not-
yeah, it's ridiculous.
yeah. But yeah, it's
I
about
think it's
time.
brilliant.
But let's not forget which award ceremony gave stunts their due course first.
The biggies.
That's right.
Yep.
The biggies. Pioneers, some call us. Next.
Threads reboot confirmed as Adolescence team adapts the cult hit for TV.
God, I miss when TV was uplifting.
Have you seen Threads? It's
I
so
haven't seen
depressing.
this yet.
It's so depressing.
I had to watch it in school, man.
Yeah, I had to watch it in school. I was like, is this happening? And teacher's like, it will. I'm like, what? You're not supposed to say that. You're not supposed to say it will. Fucking hell, still not happened yet. That's awful, that. Especially as it was set near where I live. Ugh. Ugh. What an awful but important film. Next.
I must watch it. HBO reveals first part of the Harry Potter TV cast, including Dumbledore and Hagrid.
Didn't we already know Dumbledore?
They announced on Monday.
You did,
John
yeah.
Lithgow would play Albus Dumbledore, but I think we covered that last time, sorry. Papa Assidio would be Severus Snape. Janet McTeer would be Minerva McGonagall. And Nick Frost would appear as Rubus Hagrid. All 4 actors will be series regulars.
Also, Paul.
Meanwhile, Luke...
Sorry.
Sorry.
Getting on to it.
Meanwhile, Luke Fallon was announced to play Quinnis Quirrell and Paul Whitehouse to play August Filch, both in guest and recurring roles.
Paul Whitehouse's Filch is good. That's good.
He's just got to put on his old Cockney voice, isn't he? You're right, Potter. You're right, Potter.
Yeah, but yeah, it's gonna be good. That's gonna be, yeah. See what happens. Again, I've got no qualms with it whatsoever. It's not a series for me. It's not designed for me. It's designed for the new generation. So leave them be. Let them enjoy themselves. God, stop getting on at them, Biggie, all the time. Next.
Well, someone who isn't enjoying himself, Borderlands film director blames flop on Zoom and COVID.
There were plenty of
What does
very
it mean
good
by
films.
that?
There were plenty of very good films made over COVID.
Roth
Oh, was
admitted,
it made
Eli
over-
Roth, I should point out, or Ellie Roth, admitted that the
Eli.
first time he got to view the final film, he wasn't actually sure what he was going to see. This is because Roth had already started work on another film, and Deadpool film director Tim Miller had taken over the Borderlands reshoots. He went on to say, I was doing Thanksgiving. It was also the kind of thing where like, wow, this is the first time I'm going to see a movie, sort of being like, okay, I directed this. What happens? That was kind of an experience, like never had that before, he said.
Did he
I
not know
remember
as he
being-
was filming it and watching the actors do the scenes?
Clearly. I
Fucking
can't.
hack. Man is a hack.
I can only say that one Eli Roth film I enjoyed, and that's From Dusk Till Dawn. I didn't really like his.
He's not Eli Roth. That's
trilogy.
Robert. That's
Oh, it's Robert Rodriguez, isn't it?
Robert
Eli
Rodriguez,
Roth's
that, yeah.
Hostel.
Hostel, that's it. Yeah, Hostel. Yeah, that's
And
the one I
Cabin
actually meant.
Fever.
Hostel, the nasty one where he cuts his ankle.
Yeah, just,
I liked Hostel.
I'm just looking at
And
his work here.
He's not very good, is he?
Probably the
He
best.
did the
one.
other Tarantino one though, didn't he?
Did Grindhouse. Did
That's
like
it,
he did one of the
Grindhouse.
shorts for Grindhouse.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, which he turned into a film in 2023.
Was that horror one?
He did
That
Cabin
one's
Fever.
all right, but like
Is it?
out of all, I'm looking at his filmography here. Yeah,
Yeah. He's not known for quality, is he?
No, when I heard he was directing, I didn't have much hope for that movie straight away.
I mean,
I didn't have any much hope from the IP.
it seemed. I mean, I'm not as down on Borderlands as Oodles is, but like generally speaking,
Fucking
when
shite.
it was announced that they were making a film, it just made me think, why? Like, it's not something that works in a film.
But it's
it would be
Jack
better
Black as
animated, to be
Claptrap.
honest.
Cartoon
Animated
would have
would be
worked.
good.
Yeah, like
It
adult
it'd still be
animation.
shit.
I do like that last line in the news article. The film generated just $4 million across 3,125 locations on its opening day.
One of them being Biggie. He day one it, Biggie. He was like, "Where's the queue for everyone dressed up?" He went in dressed as Claptrap.
Oh, it is Claptrap.
He went in. Where is everyone? And he's just sat there like, "Where's the queue?" And they're like, "They're in the queue, mate. No one's asked about it."
Can't sit down because his fucking costume.
Wheeling up and down the fucking aisles.
I learned how to unicycle for this.
I've lost my eye. Ah. Fuck off, Borderlands. It's shite. Next.
Wow. Over to Biggie's bullet points. The original Fear Effect is coming to the PC for the first time ever, 25 years on from its original release.
Oh, okay. I love the original Fear Effect.
I like both of them.
Yeah, no, I'm into that.
Okay.
That makes me happy.
Nice little point and click.
No,
It is, isn't it? It's
No.
the big cartoon one, isn't it? Fear Effect.
It's cartoon.
It was, but
it's
it's
not
more
point and click.
action orientated, wasn't it?
It was like it's like anime style game, but like presented like a Resident Evil.
Yeah, with the girl with black hair. I thought it was point and clicky when I played it.
No.
No.
Excellent.
More point and shooty. Next, Ryan Gosling has been confirmed he will star in Sean Levy's Star Wars Starfighter movie, out in 2027.
Yay.
Isn't that quite a quick turnaround already? If they've only just announced it and it's going to be out in 2027.
They've got all the
That's
fucking
not long.
sets down at Pinewood anyway.
It was announced
Get him in a fucking
it was
TIE
announced
fighter.
ages ago. They just did more details of it at Star Wars Celebration this week.
Mm.
Star Wars fans are weird.
Bullet points.
Sticking in the universe? Oh, go on.
No, I'm just waiting for you.
I thought I was just waiting to see if anybody else would say anything, and I realised how quiet it got. Dark Maul, Shadow Lord is the next Star Wars animated series from the Clone Wars and Rebels team.
Why? Like, it doesn't his story get covered in the Clone Wars?
Don't know.
But there's more of it.
Yeah, just I'd have preferred them to do Solo too and carry that post-credit scene on. But
Maybe they'll
whatever.
split the story in half over a couple of
We...
seasons.
I got you. I know what you mean.
Daredevil, Born Again, Season 2 gets a surprising release date. It's coming
When?
out in March 2026, 1 year
Good.
after Season 1 premiered.
Good.
A show coming out a year after, not two.
Oh.
Remember, they were going to do 21 episodes, Stig. This is the other episodes.
That's true. That's all it
It's
is,
already
isn't it?
filmed.
It's already been filmed, mate.
Yeah.
Jeff the Dude Bridges has teased the Big Lebowski sequel. His
Why?
co-star Julianne Moore also fantasises about it.
Why do
He added, though, he thought the prospect of the Coens wanting to return to the subject matter was unlikely.
Right, okay, no. So what's happened is someone's asked him about it, he says, yeah, I'd love to do another one. And that's
Sure.
it. It's not even teasing a sequel. They're not going to get a sequel fucking 40-odd years after that film. It was a cult hit.
I
when it was
reckon
a hit.
that man would do anything for a 6-pack of Pabst Blue Ribbon and a fucking cigar.
Yeah.
He'd do it. He'll just do it.
Didn't he do like fucking cranberry juice adverts at one point or something like
Yes, he did. Yeah, and he's a massive fucking drinker.
that? And stoner.
Pure
Yes.
Pure
Very
stoner.
much so. Judge Dredd rumours have Carl Urban return to the role in an
Good.
Amazon series made by the
Good.
team behind The Boys.
Makes sense because he's already employed by them.
I was sure that this came out years ago, but it just has.
Nope.
Yeah, no, this not the show.
Oh, the story.
obviously. The story has been floating around for years. It's the story about it being picked up by being picked up has been around, and Carl Urban said he was going to be attached to it, and then it just died. Like nothing came of it.
Yeah.
Probably
But
because
just-
the boys got so popular. He's got to finish that first.
But wouldn't that make a good series if they kept the kind of style of The Boys, the humour, the gore and stuff?
You don't
It
need
would work
humour in Judge
perfectly.
Dredd.
Well, you
No,
have
would.
you have
need it
ironic
with the
humor in Judge
characters and
Dredd.
stuff.
Yeah, have ironic
Yeah.
humour, like someone setting themselves on fire by... Yeah.
Like,
That's
like,
what you mean, yeah.
like 2000,
Perfect.
2000 AD and Judge Dredd comics are funny,
Quite
but
daft.
they're not gags. It's not gag humor.
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
no, no.
Yeah, Dredd never smiles, but...
Dredd never smiles, but half the shit he does is actually very funny.
Yeah, true. And he never took his helmet off in that film.
No.
10 out of 10.
Apparently,
10 out of 10.
apparently Carl Urban never smiled while he was on set. He did that kind of look on his face the entire time.
I still like him as Billy Butcher, though. That is such a fun role. Even though his accent's horrendous. His accent's horrendous, but I love it. You get used to it so much.
Yeah, Huey, what are you talking about?
Huey. Huey.
Yeah, well, the thing is, though, he
He
hasn't got the
literally
accent.
makes me sound French.
He hasn't got the accent right because when he's walking around, he's not going oi 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 oi. This is what Cockneys do.
You do. It's facts.
I mean, we've walked around the shop with Biggie. We had to apologise to people as he's
No.
walking around going oi 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 oi.
Scoffing a packet of jellied eels.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to pay for them. Not my watch, you fucking mugs. That's what he said in Asda.
Yeah, that's why,
Bad now.
that's why we're not allowed back in
Bad.
Peterborough.
Oh, what a shame.
Hey, I liked our little trip to Peterborough. It was a lovely place.
Well, a death trap of a house that we
Yeah, it was pretty stuck on. That was a No More Nails house.
Yeah, the first one was better.
Yeah. Finally, Ryan Coogler confirms he's rebooting The X-Files. Immediately next, he said. Currently promoting the film Sinners, Coogler also confirmed that he's been in touch with Gillian Anderson about his plans to reboot it.
Just make something new.
Please.
The X-Files existed when it existed. It doesn't need rebooting
Please.
again.
Just make something new.
He did. It's out now.
The Z-Files.
Oh my god.
Remember when they did the Lone Gunman spin-off?
Mm.
That was so poor.
What you mean? The one that predicted 9/11?
Yes.
Well, no. So it didn't so much predict 9/11, but it predicted the conspiracy theory of people thinking that it was a government's remotely
cover-up.
No, government's remotely flying planes into buildings.
Yeah.
Seriously, watch the pilot episode of The Lone Gunman. That's the story inside it, and it's something that like your conspiracy theorists and truthers jumped on in that September.
And if you don't know who they are, they're three people, even though they're called the Lone Gunman, that cropped up about 3 times throughout the whole of X-Files.
I think they were in once or twice each season.
Once or twice a season, yeah.
They were
nerds.
They were Mulder's kind of
The dark
informants.
kind of stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. What a strange show. Not as good as Millennium. Who remembers Millennium?
I love
That
it.
was a show.
It probably
Millennium
hasn't aged well now, but I remember it.
No, it hasn't.
Chris
Well,
Carter.
over to the weird world web. China hosts the world's first half marathon race between humans and robots.
Did the robots win?
Well, some 21 humanoid robots raced alongside thousands of runners around the 21 kilometre
Thousands versus 20 robots. Not fair.
course in Beijing, China, and this was on Saturday. Some of the robots that took part was as short as 3 foot 9 inches, Stig height, whilst others were as tall as 5 foot 9 inches.
Cheeky.
That's tall for China. That's not racist, by the way. I've been. They're all short.
They had to resemble
Come on,
humans
empty air.
and be able to walk or run, and wheels were not allowed. The winning robot was
It's not Robot Wars.
Tiangong Ultra, which crossed the finishing line with a time of 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Yeah, because it's a robot. I don't get tired. It's not fair. You can't put humans against machines on a marathon. It's not fair.
Well, it says here, the men's winner of the race had a time of 1 hour and 2 minutes, but that is, I think that's a mistype by them.
No,
That isn't right. It can't be right.
Yeah.
Why not?
Elite runners do a half marathon in an hour.
Yeah. Of course they do.
It's 13 miles.
Okay,
You run
fair
13 miles an hour.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't run 13 yards, mate. I don't know the difference.
The fucking
The
fucking winner of the Great North Run every year does it in about 50 minutes.
Yeah, it's not very long.
Oh, that's quite slow then.
Well, it's more of a jog.
He's having a dodge around robots. Isn't this how Rise of
Someone
the
do
Robots
like this.
started? They're going to get into boxing next, and then it's going to be a robot.
What if one of them
fighting league?
robots continued running and didn't stop, and you can't Forrest Gump it, like stop, and it's like it just shoots
guy-
its way out of fucking stadium.
The guy in charge of the winning robot said he added that the robot's battery was changed 3 times during the race. One robot fell at the starting line and lay on the ground for a few minutes before getting up and joining the race, whilst another crashed into a railing, causing its human operator to fall over.
Can you imagine if like these robots were like sentient, so like it fell over and it was just like, I am so embarrassed, and just laid there for a few minutes feeling embarrassed.
Just combusted into flames.
One of them started running silly and shit itself. Remember that person that shit themselves while they were running a marathon? That was bad.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Paula Radcliffe, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's it.
Bless her.
Pissed herself. Doesn't shit herself.
Oh, I thought she shit herself.
No, she stopped on the side of the course to like pull her short to the side and have a wee because she'd been running a marathon.
Lots of marathon runners shit themselves.
Do they?
Yeah, because they just
Yes.
No, went
Yeah.
stop.
I have
I
to
shit
win at all
myself when I was
costs.
asked to compete, let alone do it.
Well, also doing that level of extreme exercise also kind of does funny things to your body anyway.
yeah.
Absolutely. As I'd know, being the
I just all I can
athlete
think
that
of
I
is
am.
when I see these like robots and stuff is that clip of when they were doing like playing football against them and someone takes a shot at that robot and it goes
Yeah.
past them and then it goes and then
Yeah.
it does the dive to the side.
yeah, I've seen
That's
that.
like me in goal.
Yeah, they're all modelled after you, these robots, aren't they, Biggie?
Yeah, I nearly sharted trying to open a tub of peanut butter.
No, that's what's making me shart, eating too much peanut butter, mate. That's the end of the news.
Blessedly.
I think we should end it at that, to be honest. We should end the podcast forever at that. That's a moment that'll go down in history.
Biggie sharted on his way back to his home planet.
So me and Stig have done fuck all this last few weeks, so we've got loads to talk about. And I'm sure you two have got stuff to talk about as well. So let's just crack on with what we've been up to, because there's a lot to get through. And we'll start with Gadget.
Ooh, me first for a change.
I know,
I will
mate,
stop
I fancy
Gadget
it.
there, actually. I will go first, because I really have, and it pains me to say.
Have you had a Biggie
I've
fortnight?
had Biggie weeks. I have
So
literally
He's also
had half
stealing the
term.
show
I've been
and
so
producing.
busy. I'll just tell you, all I've done is literally started Astro Bot, which I mentioned. Really liking it so far, but it's great, but I haven't got my teeth into it yet. I started the blueprints for literally an hour and walked away. Line of Duty, the TV series, I did a rewatch, and I'm up to
You're wasting your
season
time with
5. I love it. And going through a Succession rewatch with my wife, still up to season 3. But that literally has been my week, I'm afraid.
Right, you can go now then, pal. Cheers.
Fair enough.
Thank you.
Very much.
Well,
Thanks
shall-
for being
shall-
a guest.
Get
Shall I
yourself
At
carry
least
on
we'll
then,
finish on a
Oodles?
positive.
Get your son off. Go on, Gadget, man.
Okay.
Do your job properly.
So a few things. I'm now on to the 3rd Dungeon Crawler Call book, and I'm just
You
powering
enjoying
through
them?
it.
Still,
I'm really enjoying it. There's been one thing I haven't liked about this one, though. So I'm doing it on Audible. And the company that does these ones, they put a bit of extra effort in. So like they'll get guest voices in to do certain characters and that. And this third one, for like a chapter and a half, had a guest voice actor of I don't know if you've heard of him. He's a YouTuber called The Critical Drinker.
Oh, God.
He's he's a far right piece of shit.
Fucking hate him.
I hate it, and he's such a bad actor as well. And
how critical is it?
no, he's like everything he was one of those that kicked off about She-Hulk because apparently women bad kind of thing.
And Barbie.
Yeah, did
Women
Barbie
are
as
bad,
well.
but in a Michael Jackson kind of way.
No, he's
Woo, bad. Who's bad?
He just parrots
Winning.
far right talking points all the time and then disguises it as criticism.
Everything's woke. Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
piece of shit. Thankfully, he doesn't last long in the book, but it was just annoying. Like when
Why
his
is he
voice,
involved then?
it's like you say, it's the production company that do these audiobooks because this guy
They like
this-
to get people in, don't they?
the Critical Drinker's
People with
trying
clout.
to like break into voice acting and doing films and stuff like that. So.
Okay.
But he can't.
I was going to say, why have him in the first place if he's a dick?
They do it all the time, mate. In some countries, they don't see it as problematic as others.
Yeah. So, but however, after the Critical Drinker, the book continues to be excellent. So
Cool.
So it's just a chapter I saw that one that sucks. Carrying on with Mad Men, we're now into season 3.
Oh, I'm glad you're sticking with it.
I really love it. I do have some
You
concern.
get why I push people to watch it now.
Yeah, no, it's really good. I do have. My main thing is, like, Don Draper exists in this world, and just women throw themselves at him.
I would.
He's a good-looking man.
No,
He's a very good-looking man.
It is, but it's a heightened version of the 60s. I get that, but like there's a scene,
I'd sit in a cook chair and let my wife fuck him.
there's a scene quite early on in the 3rd season where he's like him and Salvatore have been hanging out with some stewardesses
Oh, yeah.
when they go to Baltimore. And like,
Yeah.
and like he's told the stewardess like 5 times that he's married, and she's just flinging
not
herself
bothered.
at him. She doesn't give a
She's
shit.
not bothered. He's from
Yeah,
Madison Avenue. He's a madman. Let's fuck him. He smokes on planes.
The show is making me want a cigarette really badly.
It's so bad, isn't it?
It really does.
It's so bad. You sit there going, I'm going to quit vaping this month. You put Mad Men on.
Nope.
No, I'm not. I'm going to start
And
smoking.
I know it was like freeform smoking everywhere anyway back then, but it's just literally like every shot there is somebody smoking. You're just like,
You know,
yeah,
they had to smoke herbal cigarettes on that,
Yeah.
obviously. They do in production. And they all got like tonsillitis every season just from smoking these herbal cigarettes. Like there's no nicotine or tar in them, but it's still
No, I
smoke.
did wonder how that worked in movies and stuff
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
I just
it's-
thought, yeah, if
you
if
can
you're in a
buy 'em, you
heavy
can buy 'em on
smoking
Amazon.
role-
You can buy them on Amazon. They're just herbal cigarettes. They cost like £3 for a pack of 400. They're not
They're not
expensive at
harmful,
all.
Because they don't do
No, there's
anything. They
fuck all
just
in them.
fucking ruin your throat.
It's just smoke. Smoke's harmful anyway. It shouldn't be in you, but it's less than tar and nicotine. It tastes like shit as well.
But yeah, so yeah, I'm still really enjoying Mad Men, and still continuing to want to punch Pete Campbell in the face.
Oh yes, I mean,
He's so annoying.
I used to have a hoodie that had Pete Campbell's face and just the Ghostbusters, the stop sign, and everyone used to go, "Who's that?" I'm like, "Watch Mad Men." Oh, I fucking love Mad Men.
Well, that'd be a good feature. People that we want to punch in the face characters.
Write down.
That'd be a good one.
I mean, how can he treat Alison Brie like that? Honestly, man's an idiot.
So much.
So yeah, the main thing that I've been doing. Oh, sorry, I tried Blueprints out as well. I know Oodles will probably talk about it. I just didn't get on with it, but I'll explain that if Oodles talks about it.
Yep, same.
I do.
But the main thing I'm doing, I've started for my next YouTube video. And because the TV series of it is out, I've started playing The Last of Us Part 2 now that it's hit PC.
It's all right, innit? And you're playing it on the best place to play it as well.
I am. Unlike when The Last of Us Part 1 came out on PC, this version works.
It is unironically the best way to play that game.
It's stunning. It's because this is the remastered version, and it's honestly, it's one of the most beautiful games.
It's
I've ever
breathtaking,
played.
isn't it?
Like, I'm not that far into it. I'm in the first day in Seattle. I've just about 6 hours in.
Good pace.
I've just gotten out of the school.
Did you play some? Did you do the golf? You've been golfing then, yeah?
The golfing? Oh yeah, I've been golfing.
You've been golfing, yeah? Okay.
Yeah,
that's cool. That's all I'm saying. Par.
Yeah, I've been.
No, you say 4. You don't shout out par.
I don't know what you do in golf. Do I look
Par
like I
is-
can afford a
par
golf
is
club?
the length of each hole, how many shots you're supposed to take. You don't shout out par.
But that's why I'm banned from the local golf club, then, isn't it?
I'm not surprised.
Anyway,
That and putting your penis in the holes.
That as well.
Anyway, much has been talked about The Last of Us Part 2 in great detail, both on this podcast and on every
We
single
reviewed it
other
on this
podcast,
didn't we?
And I will point out, I'm not at the point where I stopped playing it last time I tried.
Oh, you know.
No, I stopped playing. I'm not far from that bit. I stopped playing it on the way to the just past the TV station on the way to the next section after the TV
Oh,
station.
you're not far then, yeah, you're not.
Okay. And that was mostly not because I wasn't enjoying it. I mean, on an emotional level, I wasn't enjoying it because it's not an enjoyable experience.
No one enjoys it.
But it was because the original game on the PS4 came out in 2020 in the middle of
Good
fucking
year, that.
lockdown. And I
That was a
think
good year.
such
This
a-
podcast started then.
I think such a relentlessly depressing game as this, because this is not an uplifting game in the slightest. Even in the nice moments, it is not an uplifting game.
No.
It is not a game to play in the middle of a global pandemic.
No. My stupid ass did it.
Yeah, I did.
Many
just 'cause I just
people,
wanted-
I did too.
many people did it. Many people had no other option because they were bored.
Yeah.
But-
And then when I finished it, I was like in this kind of malaise. I'm like, what have I done? The world's ending.
No,
Awful. Awful thing to do.
So because obviously the second season of the show is out, and I kind of want to stay ahead. And
I reckon you're 4 episodes ahead now, mate. 'cause
Yeah.
It's taken a while.
no, that's fine. I want to stay ahead, and I also I have wanted to play this game but never got around to it. And like now, it coming out on PC, and me doing the YouTube thing and all that kind of thing, it's like, right, this is a good opportunity to do this game. And I am really enjoying it. The gameplay is still a bit PS3 generation, but they've enhanced a lot of stuff. I like the extra crafting stuff you can do. I like the way you can kind of like quick hurl projectiles at enemies' heads and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
and you can do a lot more like acrobatic diving and proning and stuff. You can proper hide in this.
Yeah,
can't you?
It's probably Naughty Dog's best game in the sense of all the build up to that game, all the different games, whether it's Uncharted or Last of Us. They've kind of nailed almost now.
It is the newest game,
storytelling,
isn't it?
Yeah.
They're brave.
They haven't done
and
one
then-
since, have they?
Yeah, and then it's got the mechanics of everything that they've tried beforehand. They're getting there. I think whatever their next game will be now, I think hopefully they'll
Intergalactic.
probably nail the
Intergalactic,
mechanics more than the story. Because the story, we know they're good at that. I think it would be like, can they actually nail the
thing
gameplay?
is that got me, because coming to this game, sorry to take over a little bit, Gadget, but coming to this game from Uncharted 4, where Uncharted 4, Nathan Drake kills 7,000 people. in this game, I actually felt like I were killing people, and there was a weight to those deaths.
Oh, big time.
There was a weight and impact to it, and like I'm enjoying how they kind of enhanced the stealth mechanics to it, and like I'm basically playing it like a stealth game because
so you should.
Because like I know Ellie's tooled up, and like I found the early shotgun in the bank.
Because you can miss that, can't you?
You can quite easily if you don't explore enough. But I've been actually trying to I've explored all the available buildings in Seattle so far.
You found the guitar and stuff.
Yeah, I've done the guitar and all that, and the very sweet take on me sequence.
It's really easier to play guitar in real life, I think, than on that game.
It is. Although actually on PC, it's even easier than it is on the PlayStation. Because you don't have to do the touchpad. You just point a stick in the direction.
Oh,
you don't have to strum on the touchpad.
He's been doing Sultans of Swing in Seattle.
But yeah, I think more than anything, I think it's such a masterclass in acting from Ashley Johnson and from Laura Bailey.
She's so good. Yeah.
Yeah. Because like I watch them both all the time on Critical Role. But then seeing them actually acting rather than dicking about on a D&D table.
Because on each other's side on that, aren't they? But in this game, they're not on each other's side.
And the animation as well in the faces is just...
Because it was fully
you've
fully
got the
mocap,
acting
wasn't
in
it?
the role, and then you've got the animation, which complements the acting.
But remember also, this is the remastered version as well, so it's like they put that extra information into the acting, so it's into the facial capture, so...
So good.
Yeah, no, it's really good. Like I said, I'm not that far into it, but I am really enjoying it, and I'm enjoying it. I'm not feeling as maudlin as I was when I was playing it in 2020.
No, because you can go outside now.
I can go outside, and it's sunny.
It is.
I can go see people. So yes, that's the main thing I've been doing. I've also started, because I'm an idiot, another run of Hollow Knight, because
it's not an idiotic thing to do. It's called. I don't know, centering yourself and relaxing.
Well, that one, again, is for another video as well, so I'm going to try for the full 112% on that one.
Have you done that before?
I've got to 111% because I couldn't do God Home 5.
Oh, yeah.
Because Absolute Radiance is a command.
Yeah. I've done it, but not that. That's when the game's not fun.
When you have to
stuff.
fight 42 bosses in a row, all enhanced.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck that.
I did it, but not fun.
You do get breaks every 5 bosses, Biggie, but
it's
full
constant.
It's a full boss rush mode.
Yeah, but that to me doesn't sound like fun. I mean, I know
it's a challenge.
It's an optional extra, mate.
But if you
remember,
want to
112%.
If you want to get the, like you say, a complete percentage or whatever, and it's like you still have to do that, it's like, no.
I don't think it even I don't think it even contributes to the platinum in the PlayStation version either.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't because it was DLC.
Yeah,
but you do get like that extra little sliver. You get that extra little sliver of an ending as well, which leads into Silk Song.
You do.
Leads into what? Sorry,
that game that doesn't exist.
The what?
Silk Song that's coming out this year on the Switch 2 and Xbox. Cool, I'll go next because I've done a lot. So, again, I mentioned it in 2 weeks ago Patreon thing. I've been watching Daredevil, the new Daredevil show. I just want to quickly tell the listeners that I think it's a 10 out of 10 show and everyone should watch it. I don't have to get into it. If you know the old Daredevil stuff, you know what kind of quality you're going to get. I think it surpasses that in every single metric. I think it's the single best Marvel season of television they've ever done.
Ooh.
I think it's.
Do I need to go back and watch the first season to catch up with what happened? I don't remember anything from the first one.
You don't have to do any catching up. You don't even have to have ever watched it. It still plays on it. It helps if you've watched it because you won't be confused as much. But it's not that confusing. It explains a lot.
You can probably find a catch up on YouTube. Somewhere.
Yeah, I think it's utterly sensational and put a lot of faith back in Marvel for me in the MCU. I think that's how you do a comic book adaptation. Really, I genuinely think it's flawless. Obviously, Stig lent me Astro Bot, and I promised I'd give you my review on that one. Unfortunately, I think it is a 10 out of 10. It's so easy to say. It's so easy to. I wanted to be contrary. When I was playing it, I'm going to deliberately try and hate this. Can't. It's flawless. It's fucking phenomenal. I platinumed it in a day and a half.
Yeah,
It's
the
really
only thing that I would say is it's not difficult.
At all.
No.
It's most difficult challenge. I've seen people on TikTok going, "Can you beat the hardest level in Astro?" I was like, "That was the hardest level. I did that in one go."
The hardest one's just those
the triangle, square,
and yeah, yeah.
I fucking floored it. It's worth it. You might think it's too expensive. Luckily, I got a lend off Stig, so it made it even better for me. But I think even at full price, you can still come away from it feeling extremely satisfied by it because it's the proof of concept's phenomenal. That is the mascot of the PlayStation in my eyes now.
I agree. I thought the freebie alone was a great game,
really
and it showed all the haptic, and it was just fun to play. It was like, oh, this is cool. And I thought it was a great game as a freebie, and then them to make a full-blown game out of it.
I haven't said this out loud yet, but I like this more than Mario Odyssey.
Oh, I don't.
Ooh, strong words.
I think they're very, 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 very close. They're both 10 out of 10 games, but I think I like this more.
Could that just be recency bias, though?
It could be, but don't let Miyamoto find out I said that. He knows my uncle that works there.
He'll kick you out of bed.
Oh,
Do you think Xbox will ever do something like this?
no. So,
Okay.
the main thing I want to talk about is a twofer. So, Blueprints, you guys didn't like it. So
I just before you start, I just want to point out that it's not that it just didn't grab me. I understand why people like it. I do not think it's a bad game. I know that I've seen a lot of people online say this is a shit game. It's not. It's not. It is not a game for me.
Yeah. So
okay,
I might give it. It's still got it on my ally. I think I'm on day 6. I might give it another few more days.
So I need to make you aware that it's nothing to do with the days. That's just your attempts.
I know.
So it's not going to change just on another day.
No, I just mean that like it might, a few more runs might unlock a few things and explain things, and because there's a few puzzles I'm looking at and I'm like, I don't know what this means yet because clearly this is linked to something else.
Yeah, let me explain Blueprints as succinct as I possibly can. It is a roguelike, non-combat extraction, Myst style puzzler. In the best way I can say it. It shouldn't exist, but it exists. So you are a young boy that's been given the deeds to your uncle's mansion, and he states with these written rules that you need to find the 46th floor or the 46th room. And you look on your map and there's only 45 rooms. So you've got to then traverse this mansion, solve puzzles, find out the mysteries, read the story with Dark Souls-like items and notes, piece everything together, and find this final room. To the caveat being, you can't bring anything from any previous day, you can't sleep in the house, and you've got a certain amount of steps to do it in. So, yeah, that's the basics of it. It's a first-person clicky game. There's nothing. There's no monsters. There's nothing to attack. There's nothing to get you. You're just up against your own brain and your own stamina in essence. And you've got to fathom that. And it took me 32 in-game attempts to beat this game.
You absolutely rinsed it though, didn't you? You like stuck to that game.
Yeah, 2 weeks. I 100%ed it. I know people that have beat this game in 7-8 days, just because there is, what is it, RNG, Gadget?
Yeah, random number generation.
Random number generator mechanics where, if you're lucky, you might just have a perfect run by accident. Like on Slay the Spire or a game like that. You just might get the good cards. Or in this essence, it's rooms. You build rooms. Blueprints. That's the thing. You're building this room, this building. It took me 32 days to 100% everything and unlock all the secret mysteries, because it's not just the mansion, there's outside and there's underneath and blah, blah, blah. I don't want to spoil anything.
No, I mean, for me, when I quickly played it, I was like, heard a lot about this, had a rough idea, like you say, of what you were supposed to do, and I was like, okay, so I walked into this room, and they gave me the option out of the 3 choices, pick a room and do this. And then it was like, right, then do this, and it was like that, then go do this, and I solved a little thing, and I was like, okay, it's giving me this information. Then it's like, maybe I should start taking notes. Then I was just like, now what? What is none of this is telling me what anything means? I'm just like,
It doesn't.
I can't be asked.
Yeah,
I was just like,
I can
I'm
imagine
sure
a
it's
lot of
great
people
game,
thinking
but I
that.
couldn't be asked. I was
But
like,
if you
I'm
remember,
done.
we missed. That didn't tell you what to do.
I never played it, so
Well, that's because it came out in 1983.
Yeah.
Nothing told you what to do in those days.
This is kind of harking back to those days where it's not telling you what to do. You've got to piece it together. And if I can do it, anyone can, in my opinion.
well, no, I don't think it's that. I just think it was like I just didn't know what I was doing. I was like, I'm just going from.
I didn't
room
know
to
what I was
room,
doing on day
maybe
1, day 2, day
doing
3. I didn't know what I
something.
was doing.
But that doesn't
took me.
interest me.
It took me till about day 10 where I was like, I'm actually. Because eventually you unlock permanent buffs, permanent increases, permanent stat increases so you can explore for longer, or you're unlocking rooms that give you the ability to skip certain puzzles, blah, blah, blah. And eventually you just get the perfect run, you solve the mystery, you get out of there, and you've saved it. And the story's so beautiful and sweet. I was crying at the end of the credits. Genuinely crying. It made me cry. Because I thought it was Gone Home style, really good, like, letter-based narrative, you know, when you're reading letters.
Yeah.
Really good. And when I pieced it all together and what I was actually doing and what the philosophy behind it were, and I just found it absolutely incredible. Now, I think it's a 10 out of 10. I mean, it's the highest rated game this year, isn't it, so far on Metacritic?
I think so, yeah.
And I have to tell you, if none of that sounds like it's not going to change your mind, it's not going to persuade you to like it. You've got to be into that. What helped me really play this game and smash it is my little gadget I bought. And I don't mean a small version of him up there. I got the PS Portal. Now.
Splashing out.
Woo-hoo!
Someone's earning, ironically.
Oh. The PS Portal is a device that Sony brought out last year, was it? Which is a streaming screen attached to 2 halves of a DualSense.
I reckon if we go back to the news story about this originally,
I was like, it's stupid.
You'd have been slagging it off.
Yeah,
I were, probably. I can't remember, but probably were.
I think Stig's right on that.
Yeah, now it is purely internet-based, so don't purchase it if you don't have good internet or reliable internet, because you can't use it without it. It streams to your device, or it streams from the cloud if you're paying for that service. Now, I did get a free trial to stream from the service when I bought this device. It's really good. The cloud servers from Sony are really fucking good. I'd say better than the...
That's because you're the only one on it.
Probably just me and Biggie. No, Biggie's a diehard PS Plus guy.
I got it purely for the fact that I was getting fed up with the TV being used all the time. You know, I'm reluctantly handing it over to my daughter most of the time for her to watch whatever she wants, and I realised I was stuffed for wanting to game when I wanted to.
Yeah.
So when I heard about
I got it for that. I got it because I wanted to lay in bed.
Hear how good it actually was at what it was supposed to do. And you're right, it got absolutely panned for the fact that it did nothing else apart from stream. But you know what? It does exactly what it needs to do in my house.
Unfortunately, though, I think this device is incredible. Again.
Because now you can play your PS5 in bed.
Yeah, I thought, because I've got 14 days to change my mind on it, I was like, I'll try it for a week and send it back. It ain't going nowhere, this motherfucker. Do you know what I mean? This is great. I was fucking playing it on the toilet. I was doing, you know what I mean? I was playing Elden Ring on the bog.
Because the cloud functionality was only added as
so
like
good.
an afterthought. Because originally it was literally, it was just to stream
it says
directly
it's in
from
beta.
your PS5. Yeah.
It's in beta. But
and then they somehow
so
worked out how
good.
to do it, whatever.
It's so good. I was playing Dino Crisis on it, Gadget. Dino Crisis.
Nice.
You know that game that you and Stig always want? Dino Crisis.
I can play it on my PC if I want to. It's on
on the toilet?
Yeah, on the Steam Deck.
Yeah.
How much were your Steam Deck?
Also, I can play that on my device anywhere in the world.
How much was it? Your device?
Doesn't matter.
I got a really good deal on this. It cost me £99. So
that's good.
Fun. I love it. But yeah, it allowed me to play more Blueprints than I should have done and smashed it. And again, I've just had a fantastic 2 weeks of content. I just can't. I thought, because I had 3 weeks off between jobs. Like, I start my new job on 28th. I've got another week off. And I've just been like, I'm going to be so bored. I had loads to do. It's been so good. What a good couple of weeks to have off. Everything's coming out. It's been amazing. I've not left house. It's been amazing. It's been really good. And I'm just really blessed that I've got all these lovely things. But yeah, that's been my week.
#blessed.
Stig, I'm sure you've been out to the cinema 7, 8, 9 times.
No, well, once. I'll get on to that.
Oh.
I'm just trying to think how many times I've been to the cinema. No, so I've finally watched Jack Reacher, or just Reacher, season 3. Glorious bollocks. That's
great.
The best way to
So good.
describe Reacher.
So good.
It's just fun and stupid. And the last episode is just like no nonsense Reacher. I was like, yeah, I love it. Yeah, good fun. They're just an easy watch, but I wanted to wait till it was all out because it is proper bingeable. Like you do one episode, like just straight on to the next one. No waiting.
Yeah, I did season 1 and 2. I haven't done 3 yet, but yeah, I did exactly that with 1 and
3
2.
is
I like that. I like that every season's slightly different in its tone.
Yeah, it is.
But it's still Reacher there in the middle of it all.
The only thing I would pull up on this season was he just kills a lot of people. I know they're bad guys, but he doesn't know.
Don't think about it, does he?
He doesn't think about it. He doesn't really know how much
It's Nathan
of a bad
Drake
guy
all
these
over
people
again.
are. He's just literally just.
I mean, to be fair, we've watched all 3 seasons in fairly close contact with each other, and he kills a lot of people in those seasons as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he does.
It's a body count heavy show.
It just felt really high. This season.
He doesn't kill as many on the first season, the Killing Floor season, until the last few episodes, and he just kills.
Yeah, there's quite a lot killed in season 2, and there's I
That
don't
particularly
know.
nasty fight on the fire escape I remember from season 2.
Yeah.
Funny. Cracks that guy's neck using his own weight. It's like,
I mean,
oh.
I mean, season 2. My favorite one was the lad in the cement.
Oh yeah,
Because as soon as you seen him walk on a patch of wet cement, you're like, someone's dying in that tonight.
yeah. Foreshadowing.
So there's some really good action sequences in the 3rd season.
Yeah.
Especially,
You remind me of Reacher a little bit, Stig, the Tom Cruise version.
You're so funny. Okay, now everyone would win on last to laugh with you on there.
There's a science behind that as well.
No, so the 2 main things I want to talk about this week is I started a book called The Magicians by Lev Grossman. This came out in 2009, and I started and finished, should I say? And it's the first book of the Magicians trilogy. It's a contemporary.
Paul Daniels autobiography.
No, it's a contemporary fantasy, parallel universe style thing. The blurb on one of the front of it says Harry Potter for adults, which is a bit.
Yeah,
It's doing it a bit. It's doing it a bit of
disservice.
Yeah. It isn't. The most thing that has in common is that there is a magical school, but this doesn't follow the character through like year
School time.
It does, but it's not like this book is year 1, this book is year 2, this book is year 3. So the story is it's an adult fantasy. There is drinking, sex, swearing,
I'm in.
all that kind of stuff in it. It follows a guy called Quentin Coldwater. He's a high school student
I'm
from
out.
Brooklyn, who he along with his friend James and Julia, they are
One's ginger, one's a bookworm.
No. They've gone to a interview to get into Princeton. Whilst they're there, the guy who was meant to be interviewing, they find him dead.
Oh shit!
When the paramedic turns up, she gives Quentin and his friend this message or this envelope, and Quentin kind of takes her up on the offer, takes the envelope, and eventually it transports him to Brakebills, which is a magical school in the I think it's like upper New York. somewhere out in the middle of like the woods and the nice greenery kind of place. And it literally follows him making friends with new students there, finding a lover, and going through the tests and the trials of what being at this magical school is all about. He gets
so it's
there.
not magicians as in like stage magicians pulling rabbits out of hats. It's real magic.
Yeah, it's real magic.
Okay,
but they call themselves magicians.
Why
but
not?
You can actually, they say people who have graduated have gone and made careers being stage magicians. They have used their magic to make money using stage magicians.
Like, what's his name? Mind Freak. What's his name?
David
Chris
Blake?
Angel.
Chris Angel. Mind Freak.
But what this does is, the first half of the book follows Quentin and his friends through 5 years at Breakbills. It literally, it covers his time at school within 5 years, which includes like the time they have to go off and do like certain trials. It includes something called the Beast arriving at one point, which causes an issue. And all around that is kind of him having to deal with, he doesn't really know his place in the world. He doesn't really know what he wants, whilst also kind of having to juggle. Does he like this girl?
Are these real stuff.
Are these people his friends? Catching people like fucking and being like, ooh, yeah, that kind of thing. Like it's just all this kind of shit that would happen at a boarding school, basically.
Yeah. I get you.
And then
the second half, right.
And then the second half of the book is them. They finish school and they're outside of school, and this is them in the world and having to deal with what happens to a magician once you graduate Breakbills, because it's not like Harry Potter where you have they are secret. They don't kind of reveal themselves, but they don't have a ministry of magic. There isn't like a secret society of magicians. They're just sent off into the world, and some of them just become.
Yeah, some people are magicians.
They just become normal people. They just integrate themselves back.
You've got to have
society.
a job.
Some of them use their magic to kind of study further magic and stuff like that. But around all this is this book called Fillory and Further, which is a very Narnia-esque magical, like it's a book within this book that he's like kind of obsessed with, and that comes into play like further down the line. And so it does take a lot from Narnia. It takes stuff from Harry Potter. It takes a lot of things from some Diana Wynne Jones novels, and it kind of melds it all together in a bit more of a
That's all right.
adult fantasy. I don't think you'd like it personally.
No,
because it's not your kind of thing.
Not enough real world politics in it.
It's just really easy reading. It's a bit immature, should I say? Some of the language in it is,
Hey, cocksucker! I'm a magician.
Yeah, genuinely. Like it's you kind of think, yeah, he's trying to tell this from a young adult's perspective. What would a 22-year-old, person?
I'm gonna pull my cock out of your hat.
No, not really.
Kind of
not
thing.
like that. Really, not that bad. But like, it's more like, what would these 22, 23-year-old magicians who have graduated from this college? They've been given a bursary,
and they're Americans.
Which
that never helps.
So, which would, this bursary they've got kind of means that they don't have to do anything for about 5 years at least. So they're just out there literally just getting pissed, taking drugs, shagging.
Okay.
And it's kind of some of the language that's used and all around that is a bit.
I mean, if they're 23, mate, we all used to say some stupid, horrible crap.
That's the kind of thing.
In his late 30s.
Some of them use certain language, and you kind of like, well, I get it. It was wrote in 2009, and these characters are stupid and young. It's little things like one time someone's trying to talk about how someone was molested, and she uses the word diddle, and it's like it just kind of doesn't fit. Like,
sorry, I shouldn't even laugh.
No, but it doesn't fit the way that scene.
He's the diddler. We don't talk about the diddler.
It's like. It's weird because I did enjoy it, and it's enough for me to kind of carry on and finish it. There's actually a sci-fi TV show, like the TV channel Sci-Fi.
The TV channel.
Yeah, there's actually, it was filmed, it's done over 5 series, so I might actually give it a watch.
Oh shit! It's been out and gone.
Yeah, it's been out and gone already. Yeah.
I forget sci-fi exists, me.
I bought this book ages ago. My friend that I used to work with about 6 years ago recommended it to me, and I was just like, I just put it on my Kindle, and it sat there, and went, oh, I'm going to give that a read.
So you read it?
Yeah, I read it. This one I actually read.
Wow.
Didn't listen to this one, I read it.
Okay.
But yeah, I couldn't say, oh, if you love Harry Potter, you'll like this. Because it's not. Just, it has magic and there's a school. That is it.
It's allowed to play on the hotness of 2009. Like, Harry Potter would have been in the zeitgeist, and why not capitalize on them and make your own spin on it? There's loads of shit that came out at that time, didn't it?
It very much kind of does take from that, and it takes a lot from, like I said, it takes a lot from Narnia books, the Chronicles of Narnia.
Yeah,
and it takes
why wouldn't
stuff
it?
from like Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell, if you've ever read that.
I've heard of it, yeah.
That it takes a lot of stuff from that.
Why wouldn't it?
Yeah, apparently he said as well that even like the likes of Highlander influenced him in certain parts of this.
There can be only one.
Yeah. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I'm not sure if Gadget would enjoy it. He might enjoy it like just for the world and the story.
There's not enough corporations and sci-fi.
The magic is not
overlords.
The magic is really simple in it. It's not like overcomplicated. But I did enjoy them using D&D to create magic in this. I did send him a couple of screenshots from that.
There?
Yeah, because they're actually taught. They're not taught defensive spells. It's not like Harry Potter where the first year they go in and they go, by the way, learn how to duel with each other. And,
yeah.
Defensive and attacking spells. Actually, defensive spells are encouraged. Sorry, attacking spells. They're not taught that. It's discouraged. It's illegal.
It should make sense.
They taught magic to help them be one with nature and be one with the world. So when
druids,
when they decide to go off on this like adventure, which I won't spoil, they think we're going to have to learn some magic. So they use D&D as a reference, and they learn how to do fireball and magic missile.
Fireball's a bit too explosive for my tastes. To master that spell.
What are you talking about? A 20-foot radius?
Yeah, it's a bit much. It's a bit much. You're not casting that in an apartment block, are you?
I mean, you can. I didn't ask how big the room was. I said, fuck it, I cast fireball.
What else you been doing, Stig?
The other thing is I watched Sinners. This is a new film from Ryan Coogler.
Oh, yeah.
It stars Michael B. Jordan, Haley Steinfeld, Miles Carter, and Jack O'Connell.
That's a cast.
Wunmi Mosaku, who, if you don't know, is she's one of the people from Loki, B-52, is it?
Yep.
I think she plays. And Delroy Lindo, and a bunch of other people. It's an American period horror. It's set in the Mississippi Delta in 1932.
Is it? Now I'm into it.
Michael B. Jordan plays dual roles. He plays twins Smoke and Stack.
I've seen the trailer to this.
Yeah, so
What's it called again, sorry?
Sinners.
Yeah, I've seen the trailer to this.
These two are two twin brothers who have been off to war and they've come home. And so they've fought for their country. They've gone off to Chicago, been working for Capone, and decide to come back and set up a like a music venue, and not speakeasy, a juke joint. Yeah, in their local black community. And the first half of this film is just them setting that up, really. And it's not until like the second half of the film where Jack O'Connell turns up, who is a vampire. He is drawn to the film starts you with
he's a vampire. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, well, it doesn't hide away from the fact that it's like a vampire film.
Is it a long film when you say the first part and second part? Is it like quite a long film?
It's just over 2 hours.
Oh, okay.
It's fucking brilliant.
I'm well into it just from your little synopsis.
Really is. So the whole premise that they start off with is that music kind of brings people, the way that music brings people together, but certain musicians can invoke like spirits from the past and the present and the future. And what that does is one of the characters, Sonny, his music, Sammy, sorry, I should say, his music kind of draws the vampires. The vampires are drawn to his music.
A lot of old Creole and voodoo is based on music as well, not just skulls and bones and stuff.
So this obviously it's a vampire film in quote unquote, but it's like that's set dressing. The meat and the bones in this are like, it's not the vampires, it's the characters, it's the setting,
the study on them.
It's the music. The music in this is fucking amazing. It is absolutely perfect. It is blues. It is jazz. It's like
of the South.
It's soul from the South in the mid-30s, in the 30s America.
Oh, yeah.
The score is fantastic. It's done by get pronounced his name, Ludwig Göransson, who did the Oppenheimer and Tenant's soundtracks. He did Creed 2 and Black Panther. So he's worked with Ryan
Coogler did Black Panther as well, didn't he?
Yeah, he's worked with Coogler before. It's like part crime thriller, coming of age story, drama, romance.
I'm banging to this.
Sounds like everything, didn't it?
There is a sequence in this film about halfway through when they're at the Duke and the music's playing and everyone's dancing. It's fucking spellbinding. It is beautiful. It's so good. I'm not going to even talk about what they do with it, but it's so impressive and just amazing. The cinematography looks incredible. The acting is great. The script is snappy. It's funny when it needs to be. It's serious when it needs to be. It's full of subtext about. So there's characters in this.
Time.
Yeah, there's obviously black characters in this. There's Asian characters. Yep. There's Irish characters. There's Indigenous people. It kind of blends all of them together to tell us the stories of, like, these are the people who built America. And then we're just shat on, but
by the white man.
And this is a moment in time where they are free. These two brothers have created this Duke, and they've invited like the black community to come there, and as these two Chinese Americans that help them as well, and they're having an amazing time. They're drinking, they're dancing, they're singing, they're playing cards,
and then vampires turn up.
Yeah, it's full of sweat, it's full of sex, desire, and it's fucking brilliant. Honestly, I absolutely loved it. And
is it only in cinemas?
It's literally just come out this week. It's done. It's done really, really well so far as well. On its opening like few days, it's done like 45 million for like a small film. Wow. It's really good. Yeah, man, it's my favorite film of the year by far. I was thinking this week, looking at like upcoming films, I don't see anything in that I know of that something might
surpass it.
But I was thinking I don't see anything here this year that's a 5 out of 5. I don't see anything coming out. I don't think Thunderbolts or Fantastic Four, Superman. I don't think any of them. I just don't see it. But this has come out. I saw the trailer for it several weeks ago. I thought that looks amazing. And
I remember seeing
this is 5 out of 5. This is just amazing. Michael B. Jordan plays obviously both brothers, and in some films, like obviously I watched The Alto Nights recently, which I reviewed. Doesn't work. This completely works. They are two separate characters. You can tell the difference. I mean, they look exactly the same. They've got the same facial hair, and the way to tell the difference is one wears a red hat and one wears a blue hat. That's basically
that's like twins in real life.
But the characters are completely different. Like,
I've always liked Michael B. Jordan, though. I've always liked him.
Yeah, he is really, really good in this, and the supporting cast are excellent as well.
What about Buddy Guy's in this?
Sorry?
Oh,
Buddy Guy is in it.
Yeah.
Who's that?
He's an 88-year-old bluesman guitarist and an absolute musical legend.
Oh, okay.
And the music, honestly, the music is amazing. Like, it mixes. It's obviously it mixes a lot of like the South blues, R&B, and jazz from the time. But because of the vampires, Jack O'Connell's character is like an Irish immigrant, so there's some like Irish folk song and dancing in there as well. Yeah, man.
This is making me want to go.
I would recommend going. I'd go to cinema to see this. I genuinely would. I know I could say that about a lot of things, but I really, really, really would go see cinema with this. I would also advise, do not watch the trailer if you haven't watched it, because it gives away massive spoilers. It tells you the trailer literally gives away the fate of some of the characters. And also there is a mid-credit scene, but it's an epilogue, so it's not doing a Marvel.
Sting.
It's not setting anything
not Sting.
up. It's not a Sting. stick around with it, watch the credits, watch the mid-credit scene, because it's a ending to the actual film. There is apparently a post-credit scene as well, which I didn't know about, so I didn't stay for. But it's just someone singing some blues in a church, so it's not...
It's worth it.
It's worth it for the song, but apparently, it's not gonna. If you didn't stick around, you could probably watch it on YouTube one day and you'd be fine. But yeah, man, like easily the best film of the year so far.
This ticks all my fucking boxes. This.
I genuinely think if this came out in Oscar season, they'd be talking about it, but or like for next year. But I think because it's coming out in April, it'll just get forgotten about.
Wow. What a week. What a 2 week we've had. What a 2 weeks. Have our listeners had such a great fortnight?
Some of them have, certainly. We do have some feedback that was missed from the biggies because it came in like 10 minutes after we finished recording last time.
Oh, we were all in the green room sniffing coke off hookers and stuff at that point, weren't we?
So, late award nomination and presentation from one Jack Chambers Ward.
Oh, I like him.
Yeah, and his award was the greatest enemies to friends story of 2025, Biggie and Jack Chambers Ward.
Yeah, they're boyfriends.
Oh, yeah. Fuck Bobby Wayne, man. Yeah.
The thing is,
Jack's back, man. Jack is back.
Biggie flip-flops his love interest so fast. It's unreal.
Is this some alien D&D resentment?
Yes. Him and Jack made up, and then he's found a new enemy in Bobby.
Onto the feedback for this week. Todd Story has said, I just finished the Amazon Prime series Bounty Hunter with Kevin Bacon. And I've also been watching...
I didn't know that existed.
I've also been watching Severance on Apple TV.
Actually, I think you might like the Bounty Hunter one. It's like a demon hunter show.
Oh.
Yeah.
With Kevin Bacon?
Kevin Bacon.
I like a bit of Kevin Bacon.
Cutting Footloose.
Yeah. Suck a goose, or whatever the rest of the lyrics are.
Is he still
Not suck a goose, is it?
Is he still the greatest actor of all time? He never was.
He never was.
Mike Halstead has said, God damn it, Gadget. Yeah. Because he's quoting, because he says, do you get a cut from Audible or something? Once again, you've recommended a book that's fucking fantastic, and now I'm hooked on the world of Dungeon Crawler Carl. Only another 6 months to wait for all the credits to get all the books. It's such a good concept, and it's so funny, especially the goblin boss with the trolley full of explosives.
All I'm saying, Mike, is that I've never seen Jeff Bezos and Gadget in a room at the same time. They could be the same person. You and Jeff.
Fucking hope not.
I did. I saw Gadget letting a lot of female astronauts off a rocket this week.
Look, as euphemisms go, that's one of your better ones, and we'll leave it at that. Mike goes on to say, I actually completed Dragon Age the Veilguard and wasn't disappointed with the endings I got.
I was disappointed in the beginning of that game. I got about 2 hours in, it was shite.
Shade.
Did you like Mass Effect?
Yeah, I love Mass Effect.
Oh, okay, so it's not a
remember,
problem
famously, my shepherd died a virgin. Never had sex. Not once.
He then says, I watched Sisu, a film about a former Finnish Special Forces veteran who takes on a group of Nazis in World War II who are trying to steal his treasure. Many comical deaths of Nazis is always a good win in my book, and it's only an hour and 30 as well.
That's been on this for a few years.
We were pro-Nazi murder podcast.
Yes. Except Biggie, who's just
Sorry,
pro-Nazi.
hot take. Yeah, he's pro-Nazi, him.
Well, I've had my tattoo removed and everything now.
It was going to be a maze, wasn't it?
for any new listeners, that is a joke. It's a running joke.
Yeah.
He doesn't like Nazis.
Just in case you're new.
In fact, he's quite the opposite to a Nazi. They wouldn't even like him.
Definitely. No.
Anti.
No.
He finishes off saying, me and Beck started watching The Blacklist starring James Spader as Raymond Reddington, who is a notorious criminal who was wanted by law enforcement agents. He agrees to help the police catch other criminals on the condition he gets to work with a new agent, Elizabeth. It's a fun show, if sometimes quite far-fetched and mental with the cases that they solve.
Yeah, it was nice, especially after they killed off Ultron really fast in Age of Ultron. I needed some more Ultron in my life.
You need some Spader.
And he is just Ultron. He's in the office as well.
Yeah, he's
Richard California, or is that his name? Or?
Yeah, Robert California.
Robert
That's
California,
just
that's
Ultron
it, yeah.
running a paper company. Bang into that.
Xenos has said, I've been playing an unreasonable amount of Cyberpunk over the last few weeks. Specifically, I finished the game on my first character and immediately made a new one to dive back into it with melee specializations instead. I'm almost back at the end of it again now. As much as I wanted to go Mantis Blades, I'm getting far more use out of a good katana. But I'm essentially just blending entire hit squads in under 5 seconds anytime I get into a fight.
It's doable. He's really good at... He helped me out loads. I was concerned with my whips, cars, if you're not as cool as me, in Cyberpunk, and he gave me some top tips to get some top good cars. And I was very happy with that. He loves a deep mechanic game, doesn't he? That boy.
Yeah.
He loves
don't know if I can jump straight back into a game I've just finished like that. I don't think
I do. I do it all the time.
Palette cleanser.
I can't even jump into a game I've finished several years down the line.
Oh, you've not finished.
Yeah.
He says, aside from that, Path of Exile 2 had a big update and absolutely shat the bed over it. A ton of builds no longer work, and the game is measurably worse in many respects. Enemies are now damage sponges. Consequently, that's the one Elon Musk pretends to play.
I was about to say that, yeah. Pretends to play.
Consequently, I've instead joined about 150,000 other people in going back to the last epoch, which has also had a big update this week, and frankly couldn't have asked for better marketing than a competitor shooting itself in the foot. Working back through the campaign at the moment and finding it so much more tolerable than Path of Exile 2 has become.
He really likes a deep mechanic. That boy is the deep mechanic. The mechanic of the deep. That's who he is. That's who he is. I love it. I respect it. Any more?
One more. Bunny Boy Aggregate.
There we go.
He said, hi crew, TV-wise, I finished watching season 3 of The White Lotus. It was a good season, but I felt a step down from the first two, and the finale was particularly disappointing, with none of the threads being resolved in a way I found particularly satisfying. Still highly recommended, though.
Mm-hmm.
I also watched
Lotus.
I also watched the Liverpool documentary on Amazon that Biggie mentioned last time, and I also enjoyed it like him, despite not being a Liverpool fan. It's a
good documentary, that one.
Although I love anything to do with football, so take my view with a pinch of salt. Now I've moved on to Mad Men and started The Last of Us Season 2, which got off to a good start.
It did, yeah. I didn't mention that because it's one episode in it.
Yeah, and I haven't started yet. Gaming-wise, I finished and got the platinum in the Brick Breaker I mentioned last time, Breakout Recharged.
I love that he's still supporting brick breaking games.
Yeah. Given I got the platinum, it's fair to say I loved it. As far as that genre goes, it's 10 out of 10. Something I would give a generous 7 out of 10 to was Yakuza Kiwami. It had all the good stuff that a Yakuza game has, but still suffered from difficulty spikes, and whilst the story was good, I didn't think it was as good as the others I've played. I mean, that's the symptom of it being the first game in the series.
Yeah, I think Kiwami's the worst one. Because it was the first.
I think Gaiden might have been the worst one, but yeah, it's...
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I also didn't think the side stories were particularly memorable. Glad to get it off the plate, though. Other than that, I'm still enjoying Split Fiction.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Only watched one film, which was The Conversation. I was cooler on it than everyone else. It was a good character piece, but it was a bit too slow-paced for me.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed that when it came out, but I can't remember what it's like.
Good, man. It's good. French Connection, watch that.
Not when it came out, sorry.
I think French Connection's on iPlayer now.
Long time.
Really, definitely worth watching that. I watched
Definitely.
that recently, and man, it's fucking good.
French Connection's unreal.
Finally, on reading, I finished Strange Pictures. Yes, it's Japanese crime, which was unlike any other book I've read, as it used illustrations in the book to help you solve the murders. It's a really innovative way of doing things. I've now started another from my favourite author, Keigo Higashino, called Newcomer.
That's him.
And it's also excellent so far. Man loves a Japanese crime novel.
It's different to your Scandi crime novels that people got obsessed about 10 years ago. 'Cause the Japanese ones can be quite descriptive, can't they? So I like that he's into it.
All the Scandi crime stuff is just people standing over fucking
Cliffs
or fields, looking at the snow, contemplating
Being
murder.
TV show.
There's
TV
blood,
shows
down
blood
you
all
try-
over the snow. Somebody's been murdered here.
There has been a murder.
And then mascara obviously streaming down the face.
Or a frozen
Really
beard.
sad. Or a frozen
Now let's
beard,
follow the
yeah.
blood prints in the snow. Oh, we found the killer. There he is.
There he is. It's Henrik. Who would have thought it was Henrik?
And now we debrief in the sauna.
We've just spoiled every Scandi murder mystery novel of all time.
You're welcome. You're welcome, people. You're welcome. Get on the Japanese ones.
It's always Henrik. It's never Toshi or Kanada. Get into fucking Japanese ones like
Which Henrik? Henrik Larsson. Ah.
Retired from football and killed people to kill people.
definitely. Cool. Is that everything?
That is everything.
As always, links to all our extracurricular activities are in our show notes and at our Blue Sky, which is something Blue Sky, bloody modern bloody escape, bloody, I don't know, dot. Fucking just search for us on Blue Sky.
It's in the show notes.
It's in the show notes. They're just not catchy enough than at Modern Escapism. God, I miss Twitter. The good old days.
But Twitter's
But
dead
yes,
full
please.
of Nazis.
Oh, now it is. Please consider becoming a patron because you get lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of good stuff, great stuff. Consider becoming a Biggie bundle for Easter, for Biggie, for a treat, because you get all that Scotch sheep goodness, you get all our other stuff. It's worth it. We'd normally have a a Candyland. She's not here. Have we got anything?
We've got Kurt gave us a listener Candyland. If you want to do that now.
Fucking too right.
Why does kitchen roll always have a pattern on it? Even the cheap stuff.
Absorption. Thank you for listening. It's been. That's it. It's absorption. Surface area. More surface area means better absorption. Sorry, Kurt.
We've soaked that up.
Hey!
I think genuinely that's it. That's the reason. I'm not trying to be a twat about it.
No, you're just a twat in general.
Just more absorption, isn't it? It's got a bigger surface area.
I think it grabs surface tension, doesn't it?
Surface tension, yeah. You've got grit. It looks nice in your kitchen if it's got a pattern on it.
Still it bang.
That's not kitchen
That's not
roll.
kitchen, that's fucking
I know.
cleaning
but
product.
It's
That's
still
for your toilet.
cleaning products, isn't it?
No! Kitchen
It
towel
is.
and bleach
It's a
aren't the
cleaning
same
product.
thing, but they're both
Kitchen
cleaning
Do you
products.
use
towels
bleach
you
with a
use
kitchen
for
towel?
wiping surfaces. Still it bang kills all the bacteria. 99%.
Well, settle down, Barry Scott. Are you on fucking commission these days?
Hi, I'm Barry Scott. He looks like Barry Scott. He doesn't.
Is
That's it.
this how you're getting your credit card paid off? You're becoming the fucking JBL of modern escapism.
Imagine, right? Because none of us here sit and watch
We're going to
QVC.
fight Biggie on the end of fucking end of aisles in Asda.
Oh, yeah. But imagine, like, probably only Candy watches QVC out of all us, but imagine watching like midnight and Biggie's sat there trying to flog these fucking ShamWows.
I've only had 2 of these
all right.
Thatcher's Gold. What a fresh, crispy cider drink this is.
Crispy.
This is why I'm surprised he's not massive on TikTok flogging all this crap. Someone at Thatcher's is going to get fired. 24 cans. 24 cans for £7 plus shipping.
There's been a proper mistake at the Toffee Crisp factory, and you can now get 400 bars for 32 pence. Only
out
through
of
my
date.
TikTok shop.
Click on the link down below. Oh, God, yeah. Sorry, Kurt, but yeah, that's the answer.
We had our own
Absorption,
Candyland
mate.
somehow.
It's absorption. So if you want more of this nonsense, consider becoming a patron and you'll get more in the green room. But for everyone else, all you tight shit bastards that are not going to get a good absorption, that's it. It's because I've not been drinking. I can't speak. I've been on liquid death. Someone at liquid death's getting fired.
can't speak!
Campbell, you bottomless get.
Till it bang.
See you later. Bye.
And goes the podcast.